Hi there and welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be how I make Diet Coke chicken in the slow cooker. So slow cooker Diet Coke chicken. So Diet Coke chicken is actually originally like a Slimming World recipe. I'm not actually on Slimming World myself, it's just actually a really gorgeous dish. So yeah, definitely if you've not tried it, I would definitely recommend trying it because it tastes delicious. It's so yummy. So yeah, I'm just going to run through with you everything that I do. I've obviously adapted the recipe to suit me, so I think if you follow the actual Slimming World Diet Coke chicken recipe, it's not a slow cooker meal. They do it in the frying pan on the hob, but for me as a busy mum, I find it easier. I love my slow cooker. I do lots of slow cooker meals and I just find it easier to prepare everything in the morning, chuck it all in my slow cooker and then just leave it for the day. And then it just means when it gets a bit manic later in the day, I haven't got all this to prep. So it means you can have like a really nice home cooked meal without having to sort of do it all in the evening, because that's kind of like a busy part of the day for me. So yeah, I just find it easier just to get all this done in the morning and chuck it all in the slow cooker. So I've kind of adapted the recipe for the slow cooker. And also the other thing I'd say is I've obviously adapted it to how I like it. I think they do add a bit more ingredients into their recipe. Maybe it adds a bit more flavour, that's probably what they like, but I just wanted to keep it a simple and easy recipe. So I didn't want too many ingredients that makes it too complicated. So yeah, I think if you're doing the actual Slimming World one, there are more ingredients that you can add, but as I say, I wanted to keep it really simple and easy to make, so that it's kind of like the ingredients that you would already have in your cupboard, and you know, you haven't got too much to buy to make the meal. So first of all, I'm going to run through what you're going to need. So obviously you're going to need a slow cooker. That's my slow cooker sat there. Then you are going to need some sweet peppers that you'll need to chop up. I've just chopped these up actually, so that's them chopped up already. But yeah, you need some sweet peppers that you chop up. You're going to need tomato puree, some diced chicken breast, some tomato passata, and you'll need a small can of Diet Coke. It's the 150ml can that you need. Some sugar snaps, an onion, some garlic granules and some mixed herbs. So that is everything that you're going to need for the meal. So the very first thing that I will do is I will pop my slow cooker on high, and then I'm going to put my chicken in first. So I will do that and come back to you. Okay, so I've just put my diced chicken breast into the slow cooker, and now I'm going to season my chicken. So the first thing I'm going to use is my garlic granules. Little focus. But you can see anyway there. Yeah, garlic granules. So I'm going to season. I'm just going to sprinkle a bit of garlic over the chicken, like so. And then my next bit I'm going to put is some mixed herbs. So I'm going to sprinkle some mixed herbs over, just covering, just a light covering of the chicken, just to give the chicken some flavour. So yeah, that's the seasoning, and then I'm just gonna give it a mix just to make sure it's all kind of evenly spread amongst the chicken. So yeah, mix that all up. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, as I've already chopped my peppers, but I now need to chop my onion. So I'm going to chop my onion, and then I'm going to add my peppers and my onion into the slow cooker with my chicken. So that's the next thing I'm going to do. Okay, so I have added my chopped onion and my chopped peppers in. So now I'm just gonna mix it all up with my chicken that's in there already. So just give this a good mix. So yeah, just mix that all up, just make sure it's all mixing in nicely. Just like to make sure it's all like evenly mixed up. So yeah, that's all mixed up. So the next thing I'm going to work on is the sauce now, because that's kind of like my chicken and my vegetables all seasoned, all in the slow cooker. So next thing I'm going to work on is my sauce. So for my sauce, I'm going to be using my Diet Coke chicken, my tomato passata, and my tomato puree. So that is how I make my sauce. So yeah, I'm going to show you my sauce now. Okay, so now I'm going to add my sauce. So the first thing we're going to add is my Diet Coke. So as I said before at the beginning, it's 150 mils Diet Coke. So I'm going to pour all of that in, because the Diet Coke is what gives it like the kind of sweet taste. So yeah, you definitely want the Diet Coke in there, because that will make it really nice and sweet. And then I'm just going to, it's obviously just froth in, and I'm just going to mix it in a little bit first. Just make sure it's all mixing in nicely. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to add is my passata. So for my passata, I've got a, oh, I don't know if it'll focus. Try and focus. It's 500 grams anyway, 500 grams passata. Now I'm not going to empty the whole carton in. I'm probably going to do about half of the carton, I would say, because I don't like it too runny. I'm going to be serving this with rice and I don't want it too runny. So just kind of eyeball it, to be honest, but don't want it to end up like soup. So I kind of do, like I say, I think I probably do about, probably just over half the carton. That's about how much I add, and that's just over the half the carton. Because as I say, because you've already got the Diet Coke in there, you just don't want it to end up too runny. Well, I don't anyway, that's how I like it. So yeah, I'd say just over half the carton of the passata that I've added in. Just making my sauce. I'm going to mix that in and see how that's doing. I might add a tiny little bit more in, just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit more. So yeah, it probably is about, yeah, like I say, it's just over half that I've added in. So just mix that all in. Okay, so that's all mixed in, and now I'm going to add some tomato puree, and that kind of thickens your sauce a little bit as well. So I'm just going to do about 3, yeah, I'd say 4 big squeezes of tomato puree. This is obviously very exact, but yeah, I'd say about 4 big squeezes of your tomato puree, and just mix that in, and that will start to sort of thicken up your sauce a little bit anyway. But obviously it's going to sit in the slow cooker all day, so it will thicken up a little bit anyway, so it won't be too runny. But yeah, just give this a good mix. Make sure all that tomato puree is mixing in to the sauce. Sometimes it can just sit like in a lump on the chicken, so just want to make sure it all mixes in. So that's it. So I've mixed all that in. So basically this, what I do now, that's everything in apart from my sugar snaps. That's the only thing I've got left to put in. If you're going out for the day or you're going to work or whatever, then just put your sugar snaps in now, just add them now, and then you can just leave it all day and you can just have this when you get home. Obviously, if you're going out for a long period, put it up, you put your slow cooker on low. For me, I'm at home all day, so I'm going to basically leave this for let's see, about an hour. So I will leave this for an hour, and I will come back in an hour's time, and I will add my sugar snaps in an hour's time, just because I find that I don't like them too soft in there, so I prefer to add them a bit later. So I'd rather this cooks for an hour and then I'll come back and add my sugar snaps in. So yeah, so basically that's what I do, and in total I usually cook this for 5 hours on high. That's what I do. So yeah, from now, where it's all mixed in and it's all done, I'm going to pop my lid on. Let me just grab the lid. Yeah, so I'm going to pop my lid on now, and I'm going to, as I say, I'm going to leave that for an hour. Then in an hour's time I'm going to add in my sugar snaps, but in total this is now going to cook for 5 hours in total. So in 5 hours this will be ready to serve up with some rice or whatever you want to serve it up with. I'm going to serve it up with some rice. But yeah, I'll come back and show you when I add my sugar snaps in an hour's time. Okay, so this has been on for an hour now, so this is what it looks like after an hour, and oh my god, honestly, the smell just fills your house. Like, it smells amazing. It smells so good. It's making me so hungry. I want to eat it now. So yeah, I'm just going to give it a little bit of a stir. Oh, sorry, I'm steaming you up. And now I'm going to add my sugar snaps. So I'm just going to add the whole packet of, it's 150 grams I've got of sugar snaps. So I'm just going to add these all in. And then I'm just going to mix them in. So yeah, so this has been on for an hour now, and then I'll just basically leave this now for another 4 hours. So this will just, I'll mix it all in, and then basically I'm just going to cook this for another 4 hours. So I will show you it at the end when it is ready. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's finished cooking. So as I say, it's been on for 5 hours, and this is what it looks like on high, sorry, as well. It's been 5 hours on high, and this is what it looks like at the end. So yeah, it's looking really, really nice. So now I am just going to cook some rice to go with it, and then I'm just going to serve it up with some rice. So I will show you it when I serve it up with the rice. Okay, so this is all served up, so I thought I would just show you it all served up on the plate. So this is what it looks like. So you can see I've just put it on top of, and I've served it with some rice. And as I say, obviously you can serve it with whatever you want to, but I quite like this with rice. It goes really nice with rice. So yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up for me. Then I know if you want me to make more of these kind of recipe videos. And if you're not already, then don't forget to hit that subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my videos. Okay, well, thanks for watching then. Thanks then. Bye.